What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video for you. I hope everybody is having a great day as we get closer, hopefully, to our next Red Dead Redemption 2 reveal. There's still a ton of questions about our next Western experience from Rockstar Games. And that's why today we're going to be discussing some of the biggest questions that we have about RDR2. We'll be going over numerous topics involving some of the past news, leaks, reports, and rumors, but most importantly, leave a question in the comment section below, something that may be on your mind for RDR2, and also leave your opinions on some of these questions that I'll be going over. Now also, as some of you may have heard, I am doing a giveaway for Red Dead Redemption 2. All you have to do is check the link in the description to enter, and honestly just be an active subscriber. But something new that I am introducing, at least for a limited time, is my own Western themed t-shirt. If you like this design and are interested in it, there will be a link in the description. Nonetheless, let's start with our first question, which is, should there be a skill system like The Witcher 3 or Horizon Zero Dawn in RDR2? Now, if Rockstar really wants to add role-playing elements, this may be the route to go, although I'm not really sure it's needed. In single player, I could imagine this could be a great feature, and I really would only like if it was optional and there to help the gameplay. Some games really make it as a necessity, while like Horizon Zero Dawn, it just supported you in your journey. So in Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe having ways to upgrade Deadeye or prices with stores could be unlockable skills. Other than that, I can't really see Rockstar including anything crazy, but improving a little on role-playing elements would be a nice touch. Next is, if a delay happens, should we be worried? The short and simple answer is probably not. Some games are doomed when they hit delays, but Rockstar really makes sure they give a finished product when they release a game, unlike other developers where there's patch after patch after patch after patch till the game is finally the way it should have been. Delays aren't always bad. Look at The Witcher 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5 as proof of that. So even though I personally don't see a delay happening, if it does, then Rockstar will just spend more time making Red Dead Redemption 2 a better experience for all of us. And next up is, will we see Abigail or Jack Marston in Red Dead Redemption 2? So first with Abigail, she was a big part of the early Dutch's gang at some point, but it really depends the exact year they go for. If this game is placed in the early 1900s, then Abigail could be with the children, maybe at Beecher's Hope, or if this is in the 1890s, she could be alongside Dutch's gang serving as a working girl. But for Jack, some have theorized him being the author of this series, so it would be interesting if there were flashbacks or maybe even some Easter eggs about it, but my ultimate bet is that he won't be seen, or if he is, he'll be a little boy running around clueless of the hectic years to come in the West. Moving right along to our next question, it is, should we pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2? I'm personally waiting for a collector's edition, but in all honesty, all we have seen so far is a brief trailer and the cover of the game, and I know a lot of people don't have $60 to spend all the time. The smart thing for most would be to wait and make sure Red Dead Redemption 2 is worth your money, so wait maybe some more trailers and some gameplay. Now, I've never been let down by Rockstar, and I think Red Dead Redemption 2 will be Game of the Year, so I will be picking up this game as soon as it's available, but the best advice I can give for any game is to make sure it's worth the value you're paying for it. Now to the next question we have is, could our protagonist be a Native American? One of the more recent leaks we had was for a voice actor for RDR2, and he'll be playing in a major role within the game, which was found on his LinkedIn profile, and his name is Noshir Dalal. This very much could be one of the protagonists. What's interesting was that he portrayed a Native American before, but other than that, everything is pointing right now to Native Americans playing a major role within the game. So it would make sense that if, based on the multiple protagonists leak that came about earlier this year, we have a native protagonist giving us an inside view, maybe from their tribe's perspective. And our next question is, what will probably be some noticeable gameplay differences? From the first trailer, we did get a look at some promising new gameplay elements. We can clearly see different types of weather, probably meaning we'll see snow, rain, and all kinds of climate equaling up to dynamic weather. We then have his more active non-playable characters. The best part about an open world is feeling immersed. When you have characters doing activities or talking around you, it really makes you feel a part of the world. So when I see a non-playable character walking with wood in his arms, that looks intriguing, and it also could indicate more unique interactions throughout the world. Lastly, we have is the animals, with them actually hunting each other down. This could bring a working ecosystem, so we could see an actual bear take on wolves or a cougar chasing down a rabbit. So even though the Wild West can be lonely, it really seems that Rockstar will be paying attention to the smallest detail with RDR2, which will bring a lot more unique situations for us to encounter. Now the next question is, how authentic will this Wild West be? Within Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar did a great job at truly showcasing this era. Native Americans were seen as savages, women were far from being treated equal, and there were many more examples, but Rockstar didn't go over the top, but also didn't sugarcoat what was going on. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I expect Rockstar to take on this again. Now, is it going to be something that everybody loves? Probably not, but representing the West how it was is important. But do I expect Rockstar to make this game like Mafia 3's atmosphere? Probably not, but the key issues of this time will be on display. Alright, our next question is, will we see Colonel Alande or Agent Ross in RDR2? Two villains of Red Dead Redemption, characters that got what they deserved. The funny thing is that Allende wasn't always the crappy person that he was in Red Dead Redemption. It said that like Abraham Reyes, he was an idealist, but power drove him mad and corrupt. It's actually a bit ironic because the same thing ends up happening with Abraham Reyes once Jack Marston reads a newspaper in 1914. But I think if we do travel in some way to Mexico, I could certainly see an Easter egg, but that's probably about it. With Agent Ross, probably not, unless RDR2 ends with John being approached by Ross, thus setting up the story of Red Dead Redemption, but other than that, I really don't see him in any role. And now the last question of the day is, how long will the single player be for Red Dead Redemption 2? This is really a tricky question. Red Dead Redemption only had 57 main missions, but they were well written with a lot going on with each situation, not to mention the fact that we only had one protagonist with John Marston. From horse riding to stealing horses to taking on gangs, this game was jam-packed. The journey also felt a lot longer as we discovered new places as the story progressed. If Rockstar can create this in a similar way where we aren't just given the whole world all at once, this could be another long, beautiful experience. But a lot of that relies on how the protagonists are utilized and the dedicated time Rockstar takes in developing each character and the activities within the open world. Anyway gang, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, make sure to smack that like button and leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and consider subscribing as I'm your best source for everything Red Dead Redemption 2 related. And remember, Outlaws to the end.